Ever get that feeling like, when your music app seems to know exactly what you want to hear before you do? It's
Yeah.
kind of freaky, right? Like,
Yeah.
how does Spotify just nail that perfect song suggestion every single time?
Right.
Well, today we're diving deep into the world of AI and music, and let me tell you, it's going to be a wild ride.
Definitely.
So we've been poring over all these articles, research, the whole shebang, on how AI is infiltrating every nook and cranny of the music industry.
Yeah, it really is.
From mastering tracks to, get this, even composing entire symphonies, AI is changing the game in ways we never saw coming.
Absolutely.
And to kick things off, let's talk about something we can all relate to, am I right? Those crazy accurate music recommendations. Like, seriously, is Spotify reading my mind? How does Discover Weekly know me better than I know myself?
Well, it's a prime example of how AI is personalizing our experiences.
Hmm.
Not just in music, by the way, but across all sorts of platforms.
True.
But with Spotify specifically, they use a few different tricks up their sleeve.
Okay, like what?
Well, there's this thing called collaborative filtering, right?
Mhm.
Basically, it analyzes what you listen to and compares your taste to, like, millions of other users
Yeah.
to find, like, patterns and similarities.
Oh, I have a musical twin out there somewhere.
Huh, maybe.
That's kind of cool.
And then they also use, like, natural language processing.
Wait, they're having AI read music reviews?
In a sense, yeah. They process information from all these sources.
Mhm.
Reviews, articles, blog posts, you name it.
Wow.
That's how they understand the context, the genres, even how people describe what they like or dislike about certain music.
That's seriously impressive. But, okay, this is bigger than just finding our next favorite song, right? AI is changing how music actually gets made, too.
100%.
Like, take Landar, for instance. They're all about AI audio mastering.
Right.
Which is a total game changer, especially for, like, independent artists. What's your take on that?
Oh, absolutely. Landar is a perfect example. It's leveling the playing field. You
Right.
know? I mean, traditionally, mastering, that was a huge expense. You needed a fancy studio, a trained engineer.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a whole thing. But now,
Yeah.
you got AI platforms like Landar, professional quality audio mastering, and it's a fraction of the cost.
So no more breaking the bank to make your music sound amazing?
Exactly.
That's got to be a relief for so many artists. But I can't imagine that everyone in the industry is thrilled about this.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
AI mastering has sparked a big debate, and rightfully so.
About.
Well, some people worry that it could lead to, like, a homogenization of sound.
Like everything starts to sound the same.
Yeah, exactly. If everyone's using the same algorithms, you lose that unique raw quality that makes certain artists or genres stand out.
It's like that whole film versus digital debate in photography. Some people swore by film imperfections and all.
Exactly.
They loved the artistic control. And then you had others who were all about that crisp, clean digital look.
It's the same conversation happening in music now. What defines perfect sound?
Right.
Are we sacrificing artistry for technical perfection? It's a tough one.
So where do we go from here? Is there a way to strike a balance? Can we use AI without stifling creativity?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
I think we're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Some artists are embracing these tools. Others are sticking with tradition.
Right.
We'll probably see a hybrid approach emerge. AI is a tool to enhance creativity, not replace it.
I like that.
Me too.
Yeah, AI as like a collaborator.
Exactly.
I like that. But, okay, this tech is moving so fast. What's next? We've talked about AI mastering individual tracks,
Right.
but can it create entire songs from scratch?
Oh, absolutely. We're already there.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah. It's going way beyond just assisting musicians.
Okay, now you've got to tell me more.
So you've got companies like OpenAI, right?
Yeah.
They're developing these really advanced models,
Okay.
like MuseNet and Jukebox. These things can generate original music, and we're talking like different styles, different genres, the whole works.
So it's not just like generic repetitive loops.
Nope. These AI systems are getting really good at capturing the nuances of different musical styles. I mean, you can tell it to make a jazz piece, a hip-hop beat, whatever, and it can actually do it.
Wow, that's kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah, and it's not just for, like, kicks.
No.
This is the real deal. We're seeing AI-generated music being used commercially, film scores, video games, you name it.
So instead of hiring a composer...
Exactly. It's a game changer, especially for independent creators. Saves a ton of money on licensing fees and all that.
Right, because if an AI creates it,
No copyright issues.
that's huge. But it does make you wonder about the future of human composers, doesn't it?
It's a valid concern for sure,
Yeah.
but I think it's more likely that we'll see a collaboration between AI and humans.
Okay, I like where you're going with this.
Like, imagine an AI that can generate initial ideas, or provide real-time accompaniment.
Yeah.
It frees us up to focus on the more creative side of things.
So less technical heavy lifting, more artistic expression. That's an interesting way to look at it.
And there are platforms out there that are already doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Like Endless. It lets musicians jam with AI in real time.
What? No way.
It's wild. It's like having an AI bandmate who can anticipate your next move, suggest harmonies, rhythms, even generate whole new sections of music.
Whoa, that's next level. See, this is what I love about this topic, always pushing the boundaries. And speaking of pushing boundaries, what about the visual side of music? Concerts aren't just about sound anymore, right? It's a whole experience. Lights, visuals, the works.
100%. And AI is about to shake things up there, too.
I bet.
I mean, you're already seeing artists like Eamon Tobin using AI for mind-blowing visuals in their shows.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
It's like this immersive, ever-changing environment that responds to the music in real time.
It's like stepping into another dimension.
That's a great way to put it. It's incredible. And it can get even more personalized, too. Imagine a concert where the visuals, the lighting, even the sound changes based on your mood, your reactions.
Okay, now that's just next level. It's amazing to think how far we've come, just in the last few years.
Oh, absolutely.
And AI is only going to get more powerful, more sophisticated,
Right.
which makes me wonder, what's next? What's the next frontier in this whole AI music revolution?
Well, we've talked about AI composing individual songs,
Yeah.
helping with production.
Mm.
But imagine a future where AI is crafting entire albums,
Whoa, okay.
complete with thematic arcs, emotional depth.
You're talking like a whole story told through music.
Exactly, a whole new era of musical storytelling, and it's all driven by AI.
So no more just a collection of singles.
It's about creating a cohesive experience from start to finish.
That's wild. Would it even sound, human?
That's what researchers are trying to figure out, right? How do you imbue AI with that human touch, those raw emotions?
That's the million-dollar question for sure.
Because, think about it, music is so personal, right?
Oh, 100%.
It's tied to our memories, our emotions.
It's the soundtrack to our lives.
Exactly. So if an AI can tap into that, even replicate it,
That's powerful stuff.
it could change everything.
It really could. And speaking of emotions, I remember reading about the potential of AI in music therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Could AI actually help people through music?
Absolutely. Imagine hyper-personalized music therapy, right?
Mm.
The AI creates these soundscapes
Okay.
tailored to your specific emotional needs.
Wow. So if you're feeling stressed,
The AI creates a calming atmosphere.
if you need to focus,
Upbeat, motivational music.
it's like having a personalized soundtrack for your mental well-being.
Exactly. It's like having a musical therapist available 24/7.
That's incredible. But okay, with all this amazing potential comes, some big questions too.
Of course.
Like, what about the artists? If AI is creating all this music, what happens to them? What about their livelihoods, their creativity?
It's a huge concern, and it's something we need to address head on. Because, if an AI creates a hit song,
Right. Who gets the credit?
exactly, who owns the rights? The developer of the AI, the user.
It's uncharted territory, really.
It is. Some experts believe that blockchain could be a solution, though.
Okay, how so?
It could create a more transparent system for tracking music creation,
Yeah.
so artists can get fairly compensated for their work.
So even in an AI-driven world, musicians still get their fair share.
Precisely. It's
Yeah.
about finding that balance, right?
Right.
Harnessing the power of AI while also protecting the artists, the creators, the heart and soul of music.
It's been such a fascinating conversation.
I agree.
And I think this is just the beginning, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. We're just scratching the surface.
AI is changing the music game as we speak. And I, for one, am both excited and honestly a little terrified to see where it goes from here.
I think that's a fair assessment.
But one thing's for sure, it's going to be a wild ride.
Absolutely.
And that, my friends, is a wrap on today's deep dive into the world of AI and music.
It's been a pleasure.
The pleasure was all mine. From personalized playlists to AI-composed symphonies, we've covered it all. And honestly, I think it's safe to say that the future of music is, well, sounding pretty futuristic. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. Until next time, keep those speakers bumping and those algorithms guessing.